Don't judge me.
Welcome back to the Don't Judge Me podcast. Here today with Sir Nygel, the House of Wave Files from the Dark Gray Triad. I was looking left from because I'm not right. I'm not right today. It's maybe because it's spooky season. Maybe because I'm scared.
What are you afraid of, though?
White, ghostly figures in the night.
Well, all right, that's fair. That's it, not only because it's this time of year, but also because of what's going on at this time. You know what? They wouldn't even wear them anymore. They just show up in what are they called? Baklavas.
I wanna talk because I had a conversation today when I was walking, but I do want to introduce my co-host.
That would be me, everybody. I am the co-host of the Don't Judge Me podcast. My name is Delnegro, and his name is Sir Nygel. And you are members of the jury, and you are listening to the Don't Judge Me podcast. So, because you're a member of the jury out there in the listening land, that means we expect some participation from you all. And in order to do that, you can do that a couple ways. One way is to leave us an email at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. You can also send us a voicemail or leave a call at 202-642-9398. And once we receive what you have to say, it'll become a part of a future episode. You can also find the show on Instagram at Don't Judge Pod. Also out there on the YouTube at Don't Judge Me Podcast. So make sure you get over there and you follow us and you continue to join us in judgment everywhere across the world, because we need you just like you need us. Teamwork to make the judgment dream work. So what was your idea? What was your
I was walking today, and lately I've been seeing a lot more deep fakes because of like Sona or Sony or Sobi or Sona, whatever. Suna. And I'm like, yeah, it's all fun and games until you get like this is breaking, some hacker. This is breaking news.
Breaking news.
The world's just shit. Do your thing, survive, right?
So that's the Suno video.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Let's just say someone does it. Like it's all fun and games when Pikachu is, you're running a red light.
You're saying we get the War of the Worlds.
No, and that's what that. See, this is also. I didn't know that's how the War of the Worlds was broadcast.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, it's all fun and games until someone hacks like this the mainstream media, announces that one fell swoop, right? And then someone's like, I don't have to hide this racism anymore. I could that's where we used to talk about like, you don't even have to wear the cloak anymore. It's just be like, good, the world's ending. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then it's like anarchy, and then it's gonna be like, oh, I was misled because of the hacker. I'm not gonna take any accountability for the racism. I only was retaliating because of society breakdown and shit like that.
What difference does it make right now? So like if we were having this conversation a year ago, right, that would seem like, that sounds like fantasy.
Yeah.
Today, it could just be a post on
it could be
Tumblr.
Very slight.
A post on Tumblr that's shared over and over again.
No, you're right. But I'm just like, this is where I'm kind of scared with a lot of this, like, this deep fake stuff. Because it's all fun and games when it's silly. But then that's when someone uses it with a mainly malicious tone. And then because a lot of people are misinformed, right? And just like, and this is where someone was walking me through the War of the Worlds, where how they pretty much, and just in case, because I didn't know about it, that they essentially, back in the day when there was just radio, they were essentially reading the book as it was, like it seemed like it was happening in real time. So people who were listening to the radio just assumed the world's ending and had no additional context, and the lack of resources to verify said information, which just made you feel like it was over. Now, given we're interconnected, but all you need somebody to do is hit like enough social medias or like media in general, and it can spread mass problems. And then from there, people could then just start doing wild shit. Like I just know there's someone out there like, I've been waiting for this.
I think for $70, $70 for an ad between Instagram and Facebook to run for a week, if you make it entertaining enough where it's just like captivating, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So if it's the story of the world's ending or whatever, it'll be shared and picked up enough that people will believe it's actually true. And that kind of stuff will just happen.
Yeah.
Because when I look at the AI videos that are out now, and they're generally like black women talking about how niggas ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that are definitely, these videos are definitely made by white people. But
yeah.
And how easily they're spread, because like you said, it's entertaining and people are just like laughing. Look at this, look at this.
It's like, aha,
and
like racism.
And I would surmise that out of 10 people, 3 of them don't know it's AI. Because people just don't pay enough attention.
Because they're like, this is so fun. This is such a funny skit.
Yeah, it's like people
that's
just don't pay enough
skit,
attention.
That's
so,
really...
so now if we do something that speaks to a fear, and I honestly believe that fear is the most natural human plane of existence to operate in the space of fear. Because if we think about just being in the world without necessarily like structures and societies to keep us safe, and we gotta like live amongst saber-toothed tigers and animals that could outright just kill us, as far as that, we have to be afraid because we have to be aware.
Yeah.
And I just think naturally, like, we go back to being fearful a lot more easily than anything else. So video comes out, some generic looking newscaster saying something that can confirm how someone who doesn't like a group of people because of their race, age, sex, whatever, and they're just like, yeah, I knew it. This is exactly
and that's
what I've been waiting for.
There's going to be somebody who, only consumes their media from that one way. And then they're going to be like, I've been waiting for this.
I saw one recently, not extreme, but there's a guy talking. He was like, people don't talk about this. And it had been shared like a few thousand times, nothing crazy, black dude. And I think it was Arkansas. And it was a young lady going for an interview at, what is a Cracker Barrel in some town 30 miles away, right? England, Arkansas, I think that's what the town was. And my thought was, what is her black ass doing going to England, Arkansas? Built on racism. That's just the only choice you have.
Okay.
It's white Arkansas in the title. England, white. Arkansas, Southern white. You just have extra white there, and it's just like
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. Just too much white for one black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you shouldn't be doing this. But the video goes on, the guy's like, she went in for the interview, and to give her name, I don't remember what the name was, and she said she felt suspicious. So she came out and called her mother and talked about it. And that's the perspective we have at this point. The mom is aware that the daughter went for the interview, and the daughter didn't feel right about it, but she had to go back inside for something because like she left her wallet or something like that. And then the story jumps to, she was like never heard from for the next 24 hours. So her mom calls the police or something like that. And the girl was like in her 20s because they had her graduating. The photo they showed of the girl was her at a graduation from like college. And the photo, I was like, that's not a real person. From the photo, I was just like, that's an AI image. This story isn't real. Lo and behold, the story is, they didn't hear from her for a couple of days, and she was missing. And then in that town or some nearby town, state trooper pulled over a white van, and in the back of the white van, she was in there tied up and bound and gagged or some shit like that. And human trafficking was the tale to be told. So I said, all right, well, let me look up this person's name, because if that happened, that's going to make news. So I Googled their name, the name that was given in the video. And all I get is TikToks and Facebooks and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. And then I click on the news tab, nothing. Yeah. Nothing. And I'm just like, so that same way that you're talking about, like to rile up the base of people who just like, yeah, it's my time to shine. Good old yeehaw. Like all that to get out there with shotguns. This story was doing the same thing to bring awareness or attention to like human trafficking
in Arkansas,
to the effect of black women. And it's just like, this is dangerous.
No, it is.
Because people believe it.
No, I know.
And people don't go any further.
No, and people's attention spans are also short too. So like they'll see that, retain it, never do any further research, and then just start spreading it.
Start spreading the stuff. You heard about what happened in Arkansas?
Yeah. No detail.
You had to hear. She was in New England, Arkansas.
What was her name? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Williamsburg in New England. She went for a job interview at the dentist.
Yeah.
It just changed. But
it's like the
telephone. Yep. But it just changes, and it's like, what is this for? Like, why are we even?
Because I've even like listened to some stories, and it's like, oh, this is kind of entertaining, and it's like, I just feel like you're making this up. Like, none of this seems real. Like,
damn near everything
Because people want that clout. They want
that first.
Yeah.
First. Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, I'm gonna create this really elaborate story. Because even if you think about it, it's like, why would you know that story? Like, you're not the mom. And then you said like the image, and because sometimes you can tell, but like, it's getting better and better.
Oh, it's getting phenomenally better.
Yeah.
And I think we're always going to be able to tell if you know what it feels like to look at a living person.
Yeah.
I think innately within us, we can see things and just be like, I know that's not right. And just to give an example, maybe it's a good example, maybe it's a bad example. But when you see men or women living their lives as the opposite sex, people who were born men or women, then they're living their lives as the opposite sex, transsexuals, I guess. Oftentimes you can look and be like, no, that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just off rip, like, that's not.
Yeah, that's not.
That's different.
That's something is off on the force. I don't know what it is.
The form factor is a little bit different. Like, I think overwhelmingly we can tell when something's alive and real and living in a manner that is living. I think we can just tell when something's living.
Well, and I think also, and you kind of even give that, like, just off of like dating apps, not even necessarily the trans side of it, but like just even females with like makeup, excessive makeup, right? It's like, you don't look the same. Like the photos are different. Something seems off.
So you're saying because they don't always come across with the same level of makeup in the photos, you can tell?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got more information. I'm saying like just off of that piece of information.
I get that, but I'm saying like another layer. So sometimes like when you're observing people, it's like, yo, I know, or even filters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know you don't look like that. You got no twinkle in your fucking forehead, like.
I don't think I come across it's because like I'm old, right? So like the women I see aren't heavily filtered. If they might be augmented, but not virtually augmented. They might have injections. Okay. They might have nose jobs. They might have like
it's that adult money.
Yeah, they actually have the
real life filter.
The real life augmentations, like, but they don't necessarily. I mean, they could, but it's not as heavy. I think they are getting stuff lifted and tucked and pulled and snatched and replaced and like that kind of shit with their augmentation, but not necessarily the virtual ones. But even still, with that, you can see it and just be like, no, that's not.
No,
that's not how it looks.
I know.
It's off. Something's off.
No, I definitely agree with you. Because I've definitely seen many things where I'm like, I'll take what you're saying. But
no,
I won't believe it.
I won't take
I don't
it.
believe it.
I won't take it. I won't pry, but I won't take it.
Well, that's what I guess I mean. Like, I was like, I'll take you at your word, but I'm not buying it.
If this is what you say it is, fair. But it's, we know it's not that.
Nah, exactly.
Like, I've recently learned, because it's something I never thought about, like, Melania Trump, that's not her face.
I can believe that.
Yeah, once somebody said it to me, and I was like, oh, I can believe it, but I just never thought about it. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not looking at this woman for any reason. I never look at her. And then I found the actual pictures of it, and I was like, oh, she had to do what she... That explains why Barron Trump looks the way he looks. Because he doesn't really look like either parent.
No, he doesn't.
He's just giant, blonde.
He's a giant.
He's like 6'5".
I love the memes, and I just they show Barron, and they always show him like a fucking giant. Like it's like you have it where like Trump's like at his kneecap, and like Barron's just is towering. I'm like, yo, he's not that big, but he's huge. But it's still just, I just love when they do that. It is silly because I'm just like, yo, y'all doing too much.
But the fact is, like, people are getting sliced up and, their face pulled and stapled to the back of their head.
Oh, I think because when the Kardashian's mom...
Oh, yeah, she just got some work done.
Yeah, it was like, I seen the post, I guess they showed the before and after. It was like, yo, that doctor fucking stood on her back and pulled her face back. Like, it's like, yo.
But, like, the truth always shows up, especially in, like, white women. It's in their neck.
No.
Right? It's in their neck. And then always the hands. Like, the hands are always a dead giveaway. Like, you have 70-year-old hands. Like, stop it.
Well, also my thing too, like I read this story one time about this, like, I guess this like Asian guy, and he like married this like beautiful woman, had a kid, and it was like, you cheated on me because this motherfucker looks nothing like you. That's how ugly this kid came out, and it was like, nah, that's just how I looked. I got you, and then he like sued her and got money off of it because it was like, I thought I was gonna be having pretty kids.
You're with a woman, and you have suspicions. how do you go about asking questions about whatever you're suspicious of?
I'm just gonna get a DNA test, and if it happens,
No. Like it's not kids. You're with a woman. This is your woman. There's no kids involved, but like you have suspicions that something's been done.
Oh, like surgeries?
Yeah. How do you go about asking questions?
I feel like I would go a really roundabout way and try to see like younger pictures.
So you would investigate.
Yeah,
You wouldn't even just ask.
I would investigate first, and then based off of that, be like, it looks here like you didn't have that. What happened? And then kind of go from there. Have it like a basis to like be able to jump off of, like a stepping stone. So it's like, I guess it depends what it is. Like if it's like a BBL, then it's like you can't do that because that's weird, right? Because I mean, you're not gonna be like a teenager with like a huge ass, right?
No, you could be.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, like if it's like let's say like a I don't know, like a nose job, right?
Right.
Like, hey, I see here you got a different nose. What's going on? What happened? Did you get into maybe a injury or something?
Why are you giving her a way out? Why are you giving her a way out?
I want to see
say
if she's
that.
lying.
But you're not gonna know if she's lying.
Yeah, but at least I know it was something.
Like,
I mean, even she said she's like, yeah, I had surgery. Like, I mean, I don't know the reason. It could have been because of something else.
it could, whatever reason. Like,
I still don't know.
I think like early on questions I asked, like in this day and age at this rate. Hey, you ever done any adult entertainment? Like, would I ever see video footage of you doing stuff?
Let me tell you. So
that would be crazy.
This past week, I've been going out a lot, right?
Strippers?
No, not strippers.
Hookers?
Well, there were strippers at one of the places I was at, but
Okay.
I did not partake. They were there. But I got booked, right? And my thing is, when I was talking to him, I was like, all right, I got asked, like, yo, you dating someone? Is someone dating you that you don't know about?
Would someone consider you their girlfriend?
Yeah, like you got an OF? Like I need to know. Like you know what I'm saying? Like what, I had to pretty much think of like like, are you married? Are you not married? Like, I'm just like going through this like list of stuff, and it's just like, dating's whack. I was like, dating is whack.
I mean, yeah, you gotta ask the questions, right? Have you ever done any adult entertainment at any point in your life?
I mean, it's crazy, but it's like I need to know.
You can ask the same questions to me. Have I ever done it? No, but there might be a video out there. I got a camcorder stolen once. I don't know where it is.
That's fine.
Like it's just like.
Well, actually, I did get a hard drive stolen once.
Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I've never seen it online, so it was a mini VHS joint.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Exactly.
So it just like that's not the.
Well,
the conversion for those is a lot harder because nobody has a mini VHS player. You know what I'm saying? This was way back in 2009, somewhere around that time I got it stolen.
Yeah.
So the adult entertainment and, have you had any work done? Are you married? It's not like something I'm asking at one time, but it's like, are you married or like the similar questions?
Married,
but like,
I'd be curious about the divorce joint. I'd want to know about kids.
I think kids come up. I don't think people. I think if you were younger,
I've had
you were younger. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but it's been a while since I did it either.
When you were younger, they might tuck away kids.
Well,
but at this point, they're not tucking away kids.
Well, this person was.
I mean, niggas might, but women.
Yeah, this person was, like I guess like 34, I think, or something like that. So it was younger.
They might tuck away kids.
But still, it was like, yeah, it was definitely like I had to like kind of write down this list of like I need to make sure I ask these questions, or at least some way, not like berating it like an interview, but like work it into the conversation somehow, and be able to go from there. But it was definitely like, geez, this is a long list of shit. I like not even necessarily like I do care about it, but it's like this is a lot to unload in the first like week because it's like I need to know if you have an OF or something like that, because if you do, or if you have any content out there.
I honestly think that's like a first conversation question.
Well, nowadays,
I think you need to ask that. Like
nowadays,
hey, you're great. This is fun.
Do
you want to do this again? Yeah. All right. I just need to know. Have you ever done any adult work in the past or whatever? Because that might impact things.
I need to know because like if I'm on a date with you and somebody's like, "Oh, I enjoy your content," I'm flipping the fucking table, yo. Like I'm not mentally mature enough, I think, to handle that.
What's worse, if she has or had OnlyFans, got content on Pornhub or X videos or whatever, or if she was a stripper at a place like Fuego's, and she didn't. The lines didn't cross or blur. She was only this or that. Which one's worse?
I feel like still the OnlyFans.
Okay.
Because people have ways to be able to get that content and then share it. Fuego's is it's local and it's only a certain group. Given it's still bad because it's in the same area. But I'd rather that than like anytime we go on vacation, I got to worry about somebody seeing your content because you're maybe not internationally known, but like domestically known.
Okay, that's fair. I think,
and also I feel like you probably made more money at Fuego's because if I hear you have an OnlyFans and you're like, I only made like $5, I'm gonna be like, nobody wanted you, and I don't want you either.
Right. So if she was an adult content creator and she wasn't good at it, right?
That's even worse.
That's just like,
that's even worse.
Like, damn.
Like I'd even like be like I wouldn't marry her or anything like that, but like I'd be more open to hearing like, oh yeah, I make $1 million a month. Okay. Let me get a new PlayStation and then I'll move on. Like, I don't know.
I think
I couldn't do it. I still wouldn't do it.
I think
I at least have more respect for her.
I could know you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We could
be friends.
We could be. I don't even know about friends. Like we could be acquaintances. Like, oh, you
going on the boat?
For you.
Call me.
Good for you. It's just you do great work apparently.
No,
like you're good at your job.
There was like one joint. I think she was talking about she like almost made as much as like LeBron or something, and it was like, yo, you making that type of money, like millions of dollars a month, and I'm like, how? Like, well, I know how because there's a lot of like
niggas are deplorable.
Yeah.
So,
but it's still just like I can't even fathom like even talking to a girl and she's like, people looking at my content and I make this much of money. Like I just be like, I don't even want. No, I'm good. I don't even want to talk to you. That's too much.
I don't think there's a sweet spot for a potential partner being
I couldn't deal with
unless
it
unless you're
honestly,
in that space.
I could not deal with it personally. I could not deal with that at all.
Yeah, I think
I could talk a good game, but I would be losing sleep. Like I would lose sleep.
Yeah, I think you have to be a certain kind of person, period, to be okay with like. You got to be doing like drugs like all the time. Yeah. Drugs and alcohol, party lifestyle. I don't think there's a balance where you only do it during these hours. Like you're that person. You're that person, and sometimes you aren't. Right? It's not. Yeah. Sometimes I'm this person. I'm this person. Like this is who I am and how I gotta make my bread.
Even if let's say she does it like on a solo tip, I still wouldn't be comfortable with it. I'd be even worse comfortable with it if it's like, yeah, I gotta bang a new dude every day. Like,
that's not always looked at. It's looked at as content partners. No. I gotta go to work.
No, gross.
This is work.
I go to work too.
We are creating content together, and
ain't no semen where I'm at. Okay, I hope not.
Yeah, I mean it's a different kind of life.
Yeah, it is, and kudos to you if you are able to deal with it.
What if we get past the OnlyFans and she's had work done, and from the work you are attracted to her, but then you finally see like 8 years ago she was someone you were not attracted to. What do you do? And you know her now. You don't know her from 8 years ago.
What do you mean like she doesn't have any content though, right?
No, no OnlyFans.
Okay, so it's just a general young lady books me. I look at her like a picture from 5 years ago.
Go a little bit further. Just say
10 years ago.
So all the swelling's gone down. So
yeah, she's a gorgonite. And it's like now she's a Vanessa Marcel type joint, vicious.
Who is Vanessa Marcel?
This is old joint from this TV show called Las Vegas, and she was bad, or like a Anna Armos or something like that.
Yeah, you're just saying women I don't know.
Okay, well anyway, these bad Spanish jokes.
Could have said Garcelle Bouveau.
Okay, well that's it. Her.
Regina Hall.
Yeah.
Sanaa Lathan. You said all.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Sanaa Lathan. Okay, let's just say.
All right, Sanaa Lathan.
So now she looks like her. I think. I mean, I would want to have children, but then I would be disappointed because they would not look like.
You got to bet on yourself, player. Like you got.
Well, I hope my genes are strong.
You got to talk to yourself. You got to give yourself that look in the mirror conversation every day. Mm-hmm. You are strong. You are better than this. Like you can persevere. You gotta amp up your genes so that they actually show up.
Yeah.
Got to speak it into existence.
I mean, I would. I mean, because at that point I fall in love with the person, so I'm okay with that.
You're okay with her having to work and she looks away now that you're comfortable with.
Since it's done, yeah, I would be okay with it.
It also involves maintenance and stuff. You know,
see, that's where I would have a problem.
That like she's gonna come home one day and look different, not because like gradually different. Like she left out the house one day, or you left out the house one day and you come back and she's gonna look different because she's had to have some maintenance done.
Yes, I wouldn't like that.
Because like it don't stop. Like
that's the only problem I have. I wouldn't like that.
I say anyone who's had one thing done, they've had multiple things done. If the surgery was cosmetic, they've had more than one thing done.
Well, because at that point, it's you're opening a door. It's one of those things like
it's like a tattoo.
Yeah,
it's like a tattoo.
Right,
you're gonna get more.
I started, now I gotta keep going. Yeah. Because it is also the justification. Like, well, I've already done this. I might as well do this.
Yep.
It's like, well, I've already replaced half my body. I might as well replace the other half.
It just starts with some fillers, a little bit of Botox to get rid of wrinkles, and they do fillers, and then might as well just get some more permanent stuff. Or you know where it starts. It starts with the eyebrows. The what is it? Dermablading, where they get the tattooed eyebrows. To me, that is the gateway drug to cosmetic surgery.
I can see that.
What is dermablading? I think that's what it's called. I don't know.
I mean, we could go with that.
Yeah, write in. Let us know.
Yeah, I feel like that. Then nose, Botox, titties, BBLs, maybe a snatch up, maybe a stomach drink.
Well, I mean, that's all like later stages. Like the younger women don't really get like completely snatched up unless she's.
I hope not.
She's going from like.
Yeah.
You remember the show on Fox years ago, The Swan, where they would take ugly people and then ugly women and then give them cosmetic surgery and then show them off later. Like, look what we've done. Yeah, that was an actual TV show. And then they were judged. They were judged. Yeah.
So can you imagine they just like chopped up your body and then you like, oh, I look a lot better. And then you fail the competition or something?
I think that's how it went.
That's crazy.
I think that's how it went. But,
that's crazy.
They were, they got the free surgeries.
I guess they were probably happy with the. Ideally, I hope they were happy. I mean, at that point, it's like I don't really care what these judges say. I'm happy with what I got. Hopefully.
I don't think you're ever sasatisfied.
No,
again, if it's cosmetic, not because like you're fixing something wrong, like you had a cleft palate and you gotta like get that repaired.
Yeah.
If it's just like I just want to look a little bit different, it's never good enough.
Yeah, because you're always going to have your own vision of what...
You're going to look back and it's like, oh, I should have got this done too.
And then especially too, because you don't know how your body's going to react to it either. So you might get a nose job and then like it's like, oh, it didn't land right or didn't heal the way.
Diet, environmental conditions, like all that stuff changes. Like we want to hold on to look how we think was our best look for as long as we can. But for the most part, like it just ain't going to happen.
Because even I've heard with the Kardashians, because they've gotten so much, like, I guess, like, fat sucked out of them, like, now their bodies are like, I don't have anything to feed on. Like, I am struggling
to eat this muscle.
Yeah, because it's like, you got rid of everything. So what's supposed to be helping me out isn't here. So now they're starting to, now it's starting to, like, have a toll. And it's like, you can only do so much work before it's like, all right, we got to really, like, replace your face with fake stuff.
You got to replace your face. You gotta take the styrofoam peanuts and put those in your jaw.
Something
to fill it up.
You see no joints where they put like ramen noodles in the toilets,
in the cars and stuff.
Yeah. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be fucking ramen noodle in your face.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for it.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. But yeah, no. Let me tell you. So, like I mentioned, I've been going out a lot, and one of the places I went to, it was a crazy weekend. It was 2 funerals, right? Sound like actually like a bad movie. 2 funerals and a house party.
2 funerals and a house party.
Yeah.
Starring Kid and Play.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the vibe kind of like it was. But let me tell you about this one funeral. And I'm being made fun of based off of this joke. But let me kind of paint the picture with you. So, mind you, I lost a lot of weight, right?
Okay.
I was able to get into a suit, which I was surprised because I was like, I really want to dress nicely, but I don't really have anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found a suit in my closet. And it was like, hey. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, let me try and see if I can fit it up. And it fit fine, right? But now the problem was I had no dress-up shirts. I only had one dress-up shirt, which was a short sleeve.
I had to put on a Naruto t-shirt under it.
But bro. So I had this short sleeve t-shirt, a button-up, right? And I had my tie.
Mm-hmm.
I ironed it, made sure it looked good. Got to the joint. We all chilling, talking, catching up with some people. Another dude comes up. He has a short sleeve shirt. But he He didn't iron his. He didn't have a tie. And he did have his jacket, but like, well, I can't remember if he had his jacket or not. But pretty much he was like, dang, I got no sleeves. And I was like, well, me either, dog. And so then at one point we're eating. He's like, I want to take my jacket off. Can you take your jackets off so we could be in solidarity? And I was like, I guess. So I take it off, and he's like, all right, I'm about to leave. And I was like, you made me take the jacket off, and then you leaving right afterwards? I was like, come on, bro. Now I'm stuck here being a short sleeve dude. And like nobody could tell I had a short sleeve because I kept the jacket on, right? Anyway, that was one part of the story. Another part of the story, which is why they kind of got on me, right? So we're in this sermon, and this particular, I guess, pastor of the church, he is going in on how, and this is
Black church?
Me. No, it's a black church.
Black church. Okay.
So he's like, here on earth, we're getting old. Your arteries are getting hard.
Well,
gravity is against you. Your back is bad. Your knees is bad. You're pretty much dying.
Well. So
then I'm like, damn. And I said it just like that. And everyone looked at me and was like,
pin drop in the church.
But the thing is, he went on for like 5-10 minutes about how we were all dying and how the Lord sacrificed themselves as a down payment for the mansion in heaven, right? And it was just like,
was this before the rapture?
Yes, it was. So it was like pretty much like, not only am I homeless because I'm living in a tent, but I'm dying. And I need to speed run it so I can go to heaven to get my mansion.
Get your mansion in heaven. Right.
So then when he, like, at one point, I was just like, damn. And so then everyone looked at me like, yo, you out of pocket. And I was just like,
were you?
But then everyone was like, it was funny because everyone was feeling the weight of what he was saying. And by what I said, cut it. And everybody was like back to being happy. And I was just like, but then after I said, damn, he kept going. It was like, yeah, your body's deteriorating right now. And I'm like, God damn. I'm like, yo. And so it was funny because it was just like, bruh, what are you doing? And then, but see, every time I go to a funeral, I swear it's the most entertaining speeches, right?
Okay. Yeah,
so
unless it's a Catholic church or there's no.
Well, no. So I haven't gone that one. So rewind. I had a cousin that died a couple years ago, right? I'm in the church. He's talking about like, yeah, I apologize. They were sisters, and I can't remember which one it was, but I'm just gonna use one of their names. And I apologize if you're alive, and then it was their sister. But let's just say it was Kim, right? And it was like Kim was a great person. Back when I used to do cocaine, sir. What? Huh?
Testimonials. You gotta speak.
No. Crazy talk. I'm just so a lot of times I'm there just giggling. Like I'm just like, yo, these things is crazy, right? So given I'm not necessarily the most religious, but I respect it, right? So that was the cousin. So I went to my uncle's funeral. That was Saturday was the damn. Monday was my uncle's funeral, right? So I'm at the funeral, and I have one cousin, and she was wilding. She was like talking about
at the funeral.
They were like, hey, if anybody wants to say something, you can come up and say something.
Speak your piece, right?
And so I was like, oh Jesus, this is about to be chaotic because they're not organized, right? So then one of them comes up and says, I talk to Jesus all the time, and when I talk to my Uncle Paul, I heard Jesus, and we talked to Jesus together. And I was just like, okay.
They was tripping together.
Yeah, they was tripping. It was like, and then pretty much it was like, and then she also like, I guess was leaning that she saw Jesus. And I was just like.
She was tripping balls.
No, and I was just like, tripping. Oh, okay. Like this cousin's wilding right now.
She saw Jesus, right.
Then another cousin was talking about how they stole a car. My uncle was like, you shouldn't do that. And I was just like, what uncle? Who is this?
He was the voice of reason, a.k.a. Jesus.
No, I guess so. No, but I'm just like, okay, so I got one.
Your uncle's name was Jesus?
No, it was Jesus. Paul. Well, I guess it's a disciple. Yeah, so maybe. But like, I'm telling you right now, bro, Saturday from I'm dying and I'm homeless to I have a cousin that talks to Jesus on speed dial. I was just like, y'all motherfuckers is crazy. So I mean, yeah, it was wild. It was funny.
Don't get me wrong. Anybody's relationship with their God is how it works for them.
Power to you.
But it's interesting how, like, even though you thought it was like, oh, that's crazy, in the place of worship, if she had that same conversation outside of a metro station, everybody would just be like, that lady crazy.
Yeah. No, that's exactly the energy. Because I was like, okay. And she was like doing the holla, like that, like the talk. I guess the church talk. I guess like how you was. And I'm just like, are you auditioning? Are you interviewing for a position here?
She's mimicking. Yeah,
no, she was leaning. I was like, yo. And so like I was talking to my brother about it because he could make the viewing but he made it to the cemetery and the I guess repass. And by that time, I would already drop my mom off because she was like, I'm good. After the Jesus talk, she was like, yeah, we can leave.
That is enough.
That was her brother. So I was like, oh, you good? We good.
That is enough.
Kind of help one of my uncles who's been in the hospital get into the car. And by the time I came back, she was like, don't you gotta go? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Because it was funny because she was like, yeah, I'll let you leave, when we can leave. And so when I came back in, she was like, you gotta go, right? I was like, do I?
Something for work.
Yo.
You got to be there.
Yo,
we're going to go.
She already had the...
Even though it's Saturday, we're going to...
No, it was so funny. I was like, all right, Mom, you got it. So, but yeah, no, crazy interactions. I love observing them. But it's definitely one of those things like, yo, this is wild right now, yo. But yeah, love my cousin Ebony, though. She wilding, though. She all over the place.
You also said you went to a party.
Yeah, I went to a house party. This is where I got booked. For
all of those listening who might not know what it means to be booked, what is that, sir?
A young lady was dancing with me, and she kept like asking me like interview questions. Like, yeah, you single? I was like, yep. She's like, you married? I was like, nope. And I was like, that's the same question. She was a little twisted. And she was like, you got a place? I was like, yep. She's like,
you got a place? You need somewhere to stay?
No, she apparently had, well, I guess, because again, she was tipsy, because her stories got inconsistent. And so.
You married? You single? You got a house?
Yeah, kind of. And then it was just like, where you work? And I was like, kind of told her. But then also I told you, this. I'll give a follow-up. But like, pretty much, she was like, oh, I'm not going to let you go. And I was like, oh, okay. That seems
scary, frightening. That's frightening.
She starts dancing with me. And she's like, oh, you're going to be trouble. And I was like, I know I could dance, but I didn't think it was going to be like that, right? Like, so I was like...
But she was like, you was dancing like, what was it, Save the Last Dance? Y'all was dancing like that?
Yeah, kind of. Like, it was, I mean, like, she like turned around, backed up. I was like, well, I'm going to get into this. Yeah, I was like, let's go. Let's have it, right? So I'm getting in. And then, like, at one point, like, again, this is a fraternity brother's birthday party.
Okay.
So I'm meeting bros, right? Like, okay. So he's like, hey, I'm from Ithaca. I'm talking to this one guy. Like, I'm legit, like, how we're, like, talking like here. Mm-hmm. She just, like, cuts in and starts grinding in front of me. And I'm like, I am talking to someone. And I'm like, you are
lady, move your ass cheeks.
No, I'm like, yo, stop. Like, I'm good. Like, at one point, I had to, like, avoid her.
He said, lady, unass me, please.
No, seriously, because it was really, like, I was in the middle of conversing with someone. And she was just like, you need to dance with me right now. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess. Like, and so I was like, hey, I'll come back around and talk to you. And so then I eventually like circled back around, and then like I talked back with her, and she was like, "Hey, by that time I got her number, but I was like, I also don't want to be just like hovering over you the whole night." So I was like, "All right, I'll get your number." And then we wound up talking. We had like a conversation, and it was just like, this is probably not gonna work out. But it felt good to get asked for my number.
That's what's up. What did you gather about her? She asked you all those questions. Like, what did you find out about her?
She has 6 brothers. She likes football. She works for the government. General stuff. She wants to start a family. Moved to Delaware.
How old is she?
Like 34, 35.
Oh, all right.
But it was funny because I was saying stuff to her, and then like later on when like parts of the conversation came back up, she didn't remember any of it or got it totally wrong. So I was like, you're not even listening to me. So I was like, I'm good.
No, she was inebriated.
Like even afterwards, like the next time we talked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, you're not even paying attention to me.
She's a good time girl.
Yeah, I guess so. So I was just like, all right, well, I'm good.
Yeah, she wanted you to save this last ass.
But it was also funny because I was like, hey, after I got the number, I was like, hey, I'm sorry about this. But remind me your name. You can call me this. And I was like, okay, well, that seems like a red flag. I was like, this seems like a red flag for real.
He said, you can call me stranger.
Yo, something. What was that other name you came up with? Like, it's something crazy. Like, he's just like, yeah, all right. Well, I guess. So, sure. But, yeah, it was fun.
She sounds irresponsible.
No, like, it came off that way.
Did you notice if she was there with other people?
Yeah, with one of my, I guess, sorority sisters.
All right. So, You know the other woman?
Yeah.
All right. So from what you know, who was the more responsible of the two?
Well, I guess the sorority sister, just because she's a mom now.
She's a designated driver. And
Yeah,
it's just like
she was.
This girl's chance to wild out. Like, however old this girl is, and she is still in her party days, whatever. But she's around a bunch of like 40-year-old men.
Yeah.
Like grown-ups.
Yeah.
Who, and some of them may be like trying to rebel against where they are in life, but for the most part, they're not her. They're not like that anymore. Just think about it. I'm talking to this guy, and you're gonna come up here and grind your ass cheeks on me. Excuse me, miss.
But it's even funny because like the way I was moving, like because I would go down because the way his house was set up, he had like the bar downstairs, he had like the dance area on the first floor, and then like I guess the strippers were up top, but I never went up there, and because you had to take your shoes off, and I was like, well,
wait,
yeah, because he had carpet upstairs.
Then why were the strippers upstairs?
Because they also had their shoes off.
They're not strippers. They're flat-footed strippers.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was wild.
That's not even wild. That is, they got on like house shoes. Like, what kind of stripper strips in a house shoe?
Well, no, they were just barefoot.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to exaggerate the point.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like no, but that's why I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to go up there.
What the hell? But
of course, everybody. So, like at the front door, you just saw all these shoes, and I was like, okay, I could steal all these if I wanted to.
That nigga put.
If I was a YN, I would have taken all the shoes.
Why didn't the strippers go in the basement?
Because that's what the bar was.
But so?
I guess they didn't want the foot traffic to go upstairs for the bar because of the carpet.
Why not have the strippers in the bar in the same spot?
Wow, because it was a smaller. Like the basement wasn't that. Like honestly, like if you really think about like space area, it probably was no bigger than this room. And then the bar was like, let's say that closet.
I am disappointed in your friend.
Yeah, it wasn't like honestly like
a series of shoeless strippers.
Shoeless strippers.
That is what?
Shoeless strippers. Yeah.
If she said her name was Ecstasy, you know what I don't do? Believe her because she's barefoot.
I mean, I wouldn't believe her anyway because she's a stripper.
But still, like if Ecstasy is out here doing her thing, you can follow her online by her stage name or whatever. I believe it because she got shoes on. But if she barefoot, what?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you're getting naked.
But the shoe is a part of the stripper's attire. The shoe is, even if it's a city or state where you can get butt ass naked on stage, she still got on shoes.
I guess you're right. I never even thought about that.
Like, I've never known. I know the strippers looked at him like, what? We can't wear shoes. I'm about to swing my pussy in the air up here, but I got to take off my shoes.
That is funny, though.
Like,
that's what the line. That's where the line.
That's the line.
That's where the line is drawn. Like, I have standards.
Like,
well, maybe they. I mean, because again, I didn't get to go up there, or I didn't want to go up there. So maybe they did have their shoes on, but anyone else couldn't.
Fair, but
I'm assuming that they had to because everyone else did.
If the strippers didn't have on shoes, outfit don't even look right.
So maybe to your point, maybe they brought like a clean, like I guess a house shoe.
Some of them might wear.
Maybe they came in with tennis shoes, like like how people bring like the Asics to work and then they switch. Yeah, so maybe they did that.
I get that, but still, those shoes still hit floors.
No, I understand. I don't know because I wasn't up there. But I know everyone that did go up there had to take their shoes off, and there was like a pool of shoes at the front door. And it was one of those joints where like the front door, and it's like 5 steps, and then it's the staircase. So it's just like all these shoes right by the front door.
I am weirded out. That is the weirdest thing you've said in weeks. Shoeless strippers.
That is funny though. It is. I feel like I've said wilder things.
That is the weirdest.
That's what the line. Jay needs a shoe on a stripper.
You're not a stripper if you don't have shoes on.
That'd be funny. Like I guess back to that OF joint we were talking about earlier, right? It's like, yeah, I do OF. I do it strictly without my shoes.
I'm a barefoot stripper.
Like, bitch, get out of my face.
You
disgust me,
like,
you dirty bitch.
You could be. Because like what I don't want to see is black ass feet. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
That's the bottom of your feet just being black.
It's funny that you even say that because I never even thought about it. But then I feel like I've seen, and not to be like this, but I've seen my abundance of strippers, and I think all of them have always had shoes on.
That's a part of the attire. Like you could be the most perfect model-esque pole dancer ever.
Yeah, because if you walk any barefoot, especially in a strip club, your feet's gonna get black.
Gonna be dirty.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to walk that anyway.
I would straight up be appalled. I don't like strippers. Like, we ain't even gonna go there.
No,
but,
I don't either.
But if I got there and I went upstairs and I was like, they ain't got no shoes on. Why these bitches ain't got no shoes on?
I honestly, in this point, I wish I had gone upstairs now.
Like these, the fuck? Give my money back.
Like, yeah, I would have. I wish I went upstairs because I don't know. It was also, again, I wasn't gonna take my shoes off. I never take my shoes off.
Fair, but barefoot strip. This party was whack. Even strange, drunk 34-year-olds and barefoot strippers. That shit is weird.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. Because it was good to catch up with everybody that I knew. But there was a lot of young joints there, I feel. And I definitely was like chilling and memeing for like a long time.
What do you mean memeing?
I was just on my phone, just like memeing.
Oh,
I was a responsible person that got there at the time it was supposed to start.
Party starts at 8:30. Now I was there at 8:40.
I was actually there like 8:15, waiting out in the car until it became like 8:25, and then I
knocked on the door,
walked to the door, and then got in, and then had to help set up with like
I got you out. Yeah.
Because I mean, I read somewhere once where it's like, if somebody invites you to something, if you show up on time, you are close to them. If you show up like late, then you are like cordial to them. If you show up like stupid late, then it's like you just kind of you're
the star of everything.
Well, yeah.
You do what you want.
So like a lot of times I'm like, oh, if I know you, I don't mind coming early, and if I need to, I help. And so like I got there, I helped put the food out. I'm cool with his wife, so I was helping her like set stuff up, put ice away. He ran out of ice. I actually did an ice run.
That was his wife told him these strippers can't have on shoes in my house. That's Probably. Who came up with it. His wife.
Yeah,
can't have on shoes in my house. So it's dope-ish that there's a party, a frat party. Was it a frat party?
Well, he happens to be frat, and he was having his birthday party. And his wife was like, strippers are fine. Just gotta take the shoes.
They just gotta take their shoes off,
which is a good compromise.
It is, and under those circumstances, it's just like that's pretty. They have a great loving.
I think you also got to give that disclaimer though. Like I had strippers with no shoes on. Why? My wife.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
Hey, there's gonna be strippers there. My wife allowed it
because in my mind, right, Fuegos. Like I've never been to Fuegos, but I understand. Glorious. I understand what it is. Shut that place
down a couple times.
I understand what it is, and it's just like you act away, right? You act away in the club.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got to take my shoes off, I can't act that way.
No.
I have to think about what I'm doing.
No. Yeah. Because at that point, too,
I can't spill a chicken wing on the floor.
Well, that'd be so gross. Imagine you getting like a lap dance and your toe moves and you like touch a chicken wing. Like, get off me, bitch. Like,
or you get a lap dance and her foot touches your foot. It's just like
actually that would probably be gross.
It's really intimate now.
Because it's like. It's really intimate.
Because it's just like it's
imagine
just
if it like locks, like toes oh, yo, you pretty much might as well get her pregnant at that point.
Just, like y'all together now, y'all niggas interlock toes, like
yeah. Because I mean, you can't. You're not gonna forget her. That's locked in.
Because in real life, like you don't touch many feet.
No, you don't.
You don't. Most women I've dealt with have never seen my feet because I don't take off my socks. I just don't.
All right.
I don't have bad feet. If I take off my socks, I just don't like the way the world feels at that point. So I'm always got on socks.
I can understand that.
So like, I've never had their feet touch my feet. Been in long-term relationship, 4 years, 6 years. Like their feet don't touch. But now I'm in a strip club, and what if they got on socks? Strippers in socks.
Well, see, that'd be abomination.
And those tote socks.
Like, I see
tote socks with the grips on the bottom. That's the joints you get from. I would
have more respect for it, but then I need you to get custom ones. If you have some bright orange joints, and but unless you're grinding real, if it helps you grind better, then I'm all for it. But if you're just like on stage because you don't want to slip on the baby oil or something, then nah, I'm not for it.
That is, man.
That is funny though.
Shoeless strippers in socks.
Mm-hmm.
It's the name of this episode.
Oh, I know it is. As what you said, I was like, I know this is the name of it.
Shoeless strippers in socks. This is what, I don't even know the episode number, but that's what we're on. Shoeless strippers in socks.
Yeah. But it was overall cool. But like I said, she was very aggressive with trying to dance.
When you got her number, did you put her name in your phone after you figured out who it was?
Well, because as she was putting the number in the phone, I was like, remind me again what your name is.
So you put her name in?
Yeah.
Did you keep it, or did you just like, I don't need this, delete?
Well, I just more so just in case, I guess if she was to ever reach back out, but I probably am not I probably could delete it.
Did she go to school where you went to school?
No.
Okay. So she wouldn't necessarily be at like homecoming or something like that.
Maybe as it like a again
ancillary
tagging
person.
along
Yeah,
with the whatchamacallit. Which again, if that's the case, that's fine. I mean, it wasn't like it was in my. It was just like
Nah, she's gonna throw that thing on you again. You gotta do something with it this time.
Maybe, but it was still just like I don't know. It was a lot of like in my personal opinion. I guess because I've been so single for so long, that it just was like it seems like a red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, and it's probably was just something like I probably wasn't, but. I was like, man, I just said this and you ain't listening. Like, red flag. like, like you ain't paying attention. Like,
there's no growth.
Well, I just feel like, especially with somebody who's in the sales and I have to be responsible for the things that are told to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you like, hey, yeah, I like doing like, let's say like later on today I'm going to be taking a nap, right? And then it's like, later on we talk and you're like, so what'd you do? And it's like, well, the nap. I don't know. Something I know that's not the best example, but it's like I told you what I was gonna do, and I did it.
Nah, I don't be remembering. I don't be remembering. I'm not
that's fine. And again, this might be my it's been a while, but like I said, it's still cool because again, it was kind of riding on a couple coattails because I felt like I was interacting with a couple of females recently, and I was just like, all right, I'm rocking it.
Greatest Saturday ever, player.
Well, it was definitely a busy Saturday. I will say that too, because it was like I got to hang out with some friends. Again, and then left there, went to that party, then left there. And the Sunday was busy. Then Monday was the funeral, and then it was just like it was just a lot. It was crazy. And then like this past week has been kind of down, but this weekend is probably gonna be chill too.
Don't judge me, but I think you should have spent a little bit more time with the young lady and giving it like a 4-week trial run, right?
Yeah.
Just because like you got to figure out what it looks like now, and low cost, low effort experience like that, where like you don't have anything at stake. You're just like, I'm just doing this because I need to, move around a bit and see what it's like and see what the streets is saying and what's happening. It's been a while. You should have just, tried out for a little bit.
Maybe, but
She's going to go away after a while anyway.
Well, that's also, I guess, the thing, too. It was like, I plan on moving. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't even want to waste my time.
No, but you're looking at it as a waste of time. Yeah, but it could have just been
but it had a time
experience.
Limit.
Yeah, it has a time limit. There you go. See, you see it now.
No, I understand it.
You see it
but
now.
It's also like, that's not what I'm looking for, though.
Okay.
I've been a slut bucket.
Nobody said slut.
No, I did.
Said slut.
I did.
What all I'm saying is, like, the interaction, the how the texting and the talking and the communicating, and like, I'm sure you can take her to Denny's and she's good.
Oh, maybe.
After you take it to a bar first to get a lit. And then,
see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and then you take it to
don't
Denny's.
Want to do that.
And then it's just like, all right, I get it now. Because you probably don't need but so many dates. You might just need like 2.
Oh yeah, I feel like nowadays you probably do like a mediocre joint and then probably a second joint you probably in there.
It depends, but yeah.
Well, for me, it would be.
Yeah, like it just.
I'm telling you right now, I'm like on a 2-week joint. If it doesn't happen in 2 weeks, then usually I'm like, oh, you're getting friend zoned.
Friend zoned. So much can happen. So much can change in the span of weeks. You feel one way one day, then the next day you don't, and then the following day you feel that way again. It can all change, and it's because there's the illusion of options, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, where it looks like we all have so many choices and so many options. We really don't.
Oh,
it's just people, because we're seeing things we're not supposed to see. We're not supposed to see beautiful women from California just by opening our phone.
No, that's honestly why I blame social media.
We're not supposed to see exotic cars, because we're not supposed to see and know so much shit because of our phones.
No, because I will say I've been like. The algorithm has been targeting me on some like clothes, and now that I can actually fit this stuff is problematic.
Okay, you ready to spend some money? Huh? You ready to spend some money?
Oh, I spent money.
Oh,
I got one thing, and I was like, oh, bet I can't wait till it gets here for. Excuse me, I can't wait till it gets here for Halloween because it's a pretty much an anime outfit, right?
Is it a costume?
Well, kind of. It's like pretty much like a school uniform, but it's. If you know the anime, you would know it would be. I have to show you the picture.
So you're going to an event to wear this?
I would, but this is a part of the story. I bought it in such urgency that I didn't read that it was like, yeah, you're part of Wave 24. You'll probably get it by January. And I was like, boy, like I bought that drink. I gotta wait 3 months. I was like,
you gotta wear it next year. It's next year's Halloween.
But I was just like, damn. And then I was funny because I was telling somebody like in one of the meetings, and they were like, well, I found something for you, and they sent me like this Walmart link, and I was like, this is not the same quality of what I just ordered, but I appreciate
They got you the old plastic mask with the eyes.
Yo, it was just very like, yo, I was like, that joint, I was like, honestly, it looks like if I sneeze, it's just gonna blow up off my body, yo. I was like, I appreciate you sharing me, thank you, but this ain't it. I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the thrift store and try to find. I'm gonna probably do a thrift store run next weekend, see if I can find something. I was looking forward to rocking it.
So you got like a Halloween party or event to go to?
Well, allegedly, but because homecoming
is that week.
It's that same weekend. Remember, because it's the November 1st, which is
homecoming. Okay.
And so Halloween's that Friday.
Friday.
And so usually we would do a Halloween event, but I'm going to homecoming, so I don't even know if I even need a costume, to be honest. But because I'm smaller, I'm like, I got options, and so now I'm like, I just want to get something that it's like I don't have to like. I can literally, like, even today I went to Costco. I bought 2 jackets. You know why? Because I could fit them. I was like, oh, these shits is nice. Put the shirts off. Look, I was wearing this, right? Put the jacket over top of it, still was able to zip it up, and I was like, bitch. I was like, yo, you looking fly. Oh, you know why? Look at this. Bam, I'm rocking the Costco shirt. Look, how you wearing the Costco shirt at Costco, rocking Costco? Bro, I was Inception out that joint, dog.
Yeah, it's very meta of you.
Oh, let me tell you this joint. So I hit the most cheesiest line to my Costco cutie, right?
Did you?
So I'm leaving, right? And I was like, yo, how you been, man? It's been a while. She's like, oh, I've been good. They got me working the register sometimes, but I'm at the door today. And I was like, yeah. I was like, but, what's going on with you? She's like, you ever just feel tired? I was like, nah, I know why you're tired, because you've been running through my mind. And
nice.
She was like, stop. And I was like, who is this? I was like, Nygel used to flirt, but I have stopped. And I don't know where that came from, but I was like, yo, that's smooth as fuck, dog.
I mean, you ain't saying nothing wrong.
Yo, it was just so natural, too. Like, it was like, I didn't even think about it. I just popped it out, and I was like, yo. And then that led into the weekend, right? And I was just like, dog, I've been on cloud 9. I've been kind of rocking it. I've been feeling myself.
Main character energy, man. Instead of main character.
Maybe I need to get a shirt. MC energy.
Or just write main character energy.
You gotta be hip.
Well, that's how you can get people interested, because they know what it is.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Main character energy.
I seen this one shirt. I'm gonna steal it. And it says, I like you. I just don't know how to flirt. And I was like, but then that's when somebody's gonna come up and be like, a word? I'll be like, not you though.
But at a party, it would be the same girl. She would come up to you.
No, that's when you lean in.
The only part she read was
no. Talking about you lean in and you be like, ill. Lean in real close so you can smell your cologne. Ill. And just walk off. And leave. Get your shoes by the front door and then fucking bounce. Yo, that's how you gotta do it.
I figured she'd only just read the first part, I like you, and then she didn't get to the rest.
No, because I honestly, bro, I like, and not gonna even lie, because the girl I booked, I guess she's not even really my type either. I was trying something out, but it was just like, all right, well, let me see what's going on. And then I was just like, I'm gonna see what she's talking about, because I didn't want to close off a lane potentially. But then after I talked to her, I was just like, I don't really see it. I don't see a connection per se. But maybe I could have probably kept it going so I could maybe get to know her.
Does it suck to find out you're not somebody's type, even if you're not interested in them?
Oh, I know I'm not people's type.
Does it suck to know, like to actually know, not assume, to know?
No.
Okay.
Everyone has a preference.
You're
if anything, if you're still willing to give me a shot, then it's like, oh, well.
Like you're talking to a woman and she's like, you're not really my type.
Oh, I've been told that many times.
What?
Yeah.
And you've been dealing with it?
Yeah. Actually, my Google status at a long time was, I'm not your type, but I can make you laugh. Because a lot of girls would be like, you're not my type, You're not the type of guy I usually talk to, but you're funny.
Have you ever said that to anyone? You're
No.
not my type, but
I've been told that many a times. I've been told that maybe like 4 or 5 times.
I think that's 2 types of people say that. You're not my type, but women and black men who only exclusively date white women, but then for whatever reason is with a black woman at that moment. I think no one else says that.
I can't deny that. It sounds right.
It sounds like it
sounds right
to say that. Like,
no, yeah, because I've literally had like I usually don't date guys like you, and I never asked any follow-up questions. I'm like, what does that even mean? Because in my mind, I'm like, awesome. Yeah, I guess I can see why. I'm a baddie.
That's not a compliment. It's not. It's just like, I wouldn't notice you, but something's wrong with me right now, so I'm noticing.
Oh, that's another way you can take it.
Because that's the way to take it. Because we tend to go for our types because that's what we know and what we're comfortable with. You're uncomfortable to them.
Or I'm so awesome.
That's still uncomfortable.
And I shine so brightly.
That's still uncomfortable.
That it blinds them from the red flags.
Because the sun. I can't
blind them from the red flags that I apparently hide in my pocket.
No. Because they see the red flags from their type. They know it. And they're used to that.
Oh, yeah. So a conundrum.
They're a conundrum. Like, they can't figure you out. That's what it is. They can't figure you out.
I don't be knowing what's over me.
Yeah, they just don't know what. They don't know why you make them feel a way. Mm-hmm. And that's what they're trying to explore and get to the bottom of.
But yeah, no, I get told that. I used to, because like I said, it's been a while since I've dated anybody. But like, yeah, it's I heard that a lot. And it didn't really bother me. But now that we're talking about it, I guess maybe it could have.
It should have bothered you.
Yeah, but no, I always I took it in a way in my mind, like, oh yeah, because I'm like that in a bag of chips.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. You pull up to the scene with your ceiling missing. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I took it. I was like, oh, you're not my type, but I'm willing to give it a shot. It's like, yeah, because I'm like that.
Yeah, women, that's crazy. Like,
but it's always the humor.
It's a thing, like, you're disregarding this person for you.
Oh no, I mean, especially like now where there's like more content about like, I guess, like, you know, that type of energy where it's like, you know, women will potentially just like kind of experiment or like, oh, you know, I'm not your type, you're not my type, and I'll just try it out or whatever.
Yeah, like, because Aisha Curry, the wife of Steph Curry,
yeah,
she said that numerous times that Steph Curry was not her type.
Yeah,
she said that now,
which is crazy.
Which is just like, lady, shut up.
You won.
Like you
won.
You've got the king. You've got the prince. Like, shut up. Why are you?
It's like they're trying to use it as like a flex too. Right. And it's like, it's not a flex.
I am of the belief that anyone who talks that way feels as though they are just as important and they're being overshadowed by their partner. And for what though? Like, why can't that be a conversation you have with your therapist? Why are you on a podcast couch talking about something like that?
Yeah, because I don't think I'd ever talk about
the brand of Aisha Curry doesn't happen if Steph Curry isn't her husband.
I mean, literally, her power of her name is
Curry. Like, her name is,
because I don't even know what her real name is.
Aisha Shuttlesworth. Like, who fucking knows?
It wouldn't hold no value.
Like, I'm sure she would have been fine in life, but she wouldn't be Aisha Curry.
No, she would not.
And it's been like over the years, and sure, things can be misconstrued, and people are looking for angles not to like and appreciate black women because they have an opinion and they have some semblance of identity and agency, and we should respect that. However, you're demeaning your husband for the sake of an audience.
Which they don't care about you.
They don't care. They just want the clicks.
I never get that either, because it's like, I never would have dated my husband, and it's like, what?
I didn't even think he was that good at basketball. Is another thing she said. Like, I just thought he played, and it's just crazy. Like,
that's out of pocket.
What? What are you
doing? At that point, you are just blatantly just disrespecting.
Just stop talking, please. Just talk to your girlfriends, talk to your mom and them.
You couldn't even get that.
You could talk to his mama about it.
That's the type of shit you should never even leave your mouth. Like, you should be getting tortured and never have that come out of your mouth.
Shut up. It's okay. You are not okay with what you wanted for your life as a young girl growing up didn't happen.
Because if he had said the same thing though,
burn him.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't. I barely looked at Aisha. She ain't my type. She's a little big for my taste.
She kind of like wore me down, you know.
Yeah, she wore me. She was pressed.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to be a somebody. She was, but she seemed good. She seemed good.
She was easy.
I just do that because it seemed good.
Yeah.
But and that's because like socially, what's allowed for women and men is just different.
No,
which is
no, 'cause
fine.
you see it all the time, like on TikToks and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, my husband's ugly, and I wouldn't, it's like, what? But let a guy come out and be like, yeah, my wife ugly as fuck, but she do a good job.
She take care of me. She love me like nobody's ever loved me.
Yeah, but she a
before.
goblin eater, like she a drench driller, like
I hate waking up next to her. However,
she be scaring me in the morning.
she take care of them kids, man. Let me tell you. She make my lunch every day.
But she sure ain't my type though.
Yeah, I do not like coming home to her, but
tame the beast on
but
that
she gonna be here.
Yo,
and I love her for that. Ugly ass.
Even just us saying it now is like, damn, this dude's an asshole. Like it's like
terrible.
But it's still like, yo. Yeah, I guess now I should be upset. I'm gonna have this is my villain star.
Yeah, why not? This
is where I start. This is where I start being a villain.
Just go for it. Like you ain't gonna hurt nobody. When the idea of you being a villain is just be honest the whole way through, because no one likes honesty. So like when what are one of the questions that the young lady asked you when you were like dancing or
to have a place or
do you have a house? Of course I have a house. Like, just what do you mean? Do I have a house? If you're annoyed by it, just like, what?
Well, it came off too because I guess I was like coming off as like an enigma because it was like, wait, you're single, you have a good job, you have a house, like you have whips. Like
she was waiting for you to say that you had baby mothers
or something,
a court case pending, something like that.
Yeah, it was just like, nope, I'm fully employed. I have a house,
single family home, 3 cars.
I'm doing okay. I'm chilling. Yeah,
things are good.
No drama in my life.
I got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I go to Costco.
You know what I'm saying? Like
rock Costco.
I cook, clean my own house, all that.
Yeah. I do. I'm a what was it? Strong, independent man.
Yeah, very INDE man.
Strong, independent man, and
I'm surprised she didn't ask you what you gay. Did she ask you was you gay?
No. But I have been asked that as well.
Is you gay? Sometimes, like, what's your point? Like, you know what I mean? Just
sometimes on Sunday. Sometimes the days that end in why.
I recognize an attractive man here and there, but I've never acted on it. It's not what I'm into. But what difference does it make?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting getting like I guess the what was the 3rd degree. Yeah, it was just like, but this is also why we're dancing. I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Can you remember that's a fucking Save the Last Dance moment?
It was kind of
like peering over each other's shoulders.
So it was just like okay, but again, it was like, all right, cool. We would dance, and then she'd like walk off, and then she'd come back, dance on me again. And it was like honestly, at one point, I was like, did I like pretty much had a surrogate girlfriend at this party, and I was like, she done locked me down.
What did she say to you? She wasn't gonna let you go?
No, she meant it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it was crazy because there was another young lady who is in the anime that I know that was there, and I was trying to hang out with her, or at least talk to her. And this other girl like pretty much locked me down, and I was like, damn, I got to.
When you say into, she's interested in it, or she actually like does voice work or some shit?
No, interested in it. Like she watches it, and we actually like talked about it one time, and then she's supposed to be going to BlurCon.
Oh, so you did you catch up with her since?
Well, no, because this girl pretty much kidnapped me.
No, you can spin it back around like, hey.
She left by the time I was.
No, I mean like.
No, I know
through social space. Hey, it was great seeing you at the party. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see her at homecoming.
Yeah, make sure you catch up with her because she can tag along with us if she's going to BlurCon.
Yeah, that's why. Because honestly, I wanted to. I know we were going to do Blurred. I also saw that Awesome Cons the weekend before. I don't know if you want to maybe do
Awesome Con. What's that? Same deal.
Same kind of thing.
Is it in DC?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's the weekend before, and then the weekend after is Blurred. We don't have to.
No,
I'm throwing it out there because I know it's in March. So
all right, we got time.
We got like 3 months.
Awesome Con. What's the theme of Awesome Con?
It's just general. I have never been, but I got invited one time. One of my boys goes, and he gets like anime tattoos there, but they also have like I guess figurines, clothing.
So it's anime though.
It's very anime.
Okay.
Well, I guess nerd culture. So it's probably anime. It probably also has like Star Wars, probably Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
So here's my question. So we talk nerd stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nerd, and it's usually science fiction and anime.
Yeah.
What about math and science? That should be in nerd culture. Like there should be
You're
booths in speakers about like high level math and advancements in science. Because like nerds are trying to like cut out other nerds, and like that's not okay. It should be bigger.
That's funny.
Because it's just they're nerdy shit. Like there should be booths for like pocket protectors and different types of pins. And the TI-83 should have the biggest booth at any fucking nerd convention
Just modded
ever.
and shit.
Just like all the modded versions of games and shit like that. It is a segment of people that have been left behind or had to pick up new hobbies because their nerdage has never been accepted into current nerd culture.
I was about to say, it seems almost like cool nerds.
Exactly.
It's cool nerds versus...
But they're not cool. They're not cool.
No. But I'm saying like...
I'm looking into the camera.
In the hierarchy of nerddom.
You're not cool.
In the hierarchy of nerddom, I guess these are the cooler nerds compared to...
No, contemporary nerds. That's what they are. They are current nerds. They aren't nerds in fact of what it really took. Because to play Dungeons and Dragons before, it was like you were tucked away.
Oh yeah,
you
didn't do it.
You weren't out in public. And now you get to be outward with it thanks to like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and shit like that.
And like even the Stranger Things and stuff like that.
Sure.
Because I've even had people be like, "Oh, you play that game that is on Stranger Things," and I'm like, "No, Dungeons and Dragons is on Stranger Things."
I want more nerd focuses included into nerd groups. So I want math nerds and science nerds.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I'm even like, I was a math
programming
nerd. I was a math nerd, and I was like, the fact that they aren't included, it's like, oh, I would
there should be some C scripting, C++ nerd symposiums and shit.
That would be cool.
In costume, like you're still dressed up for it, but they should still have these things.
I think that would
like
be
that. I don't. Maybe it does happen. I'm outside. I'm completely outside.
But
that shit needs to be included, man.
I think it should.
The real nerds.
I think it's the otakus, the ones who are like trying to be in love with the anime big titty bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess it's like you said, it's like it's cool. It's not cool, but you said contemporary now. But it's also like that the edge where it's like, all right, what type are you? Are you kind of like, this is cool to watch and enjoy, or I'm in love and I have a body pillow at home?
Sure.
Like, I feel like it's a dangerous line, and then it's not really about the. I'm actually like a math geek, and
there we go. You're a library nerd. Like you should have.
I know that's what I'm saying.
You should be teaching, holding a session at one of these conventions about like, I know I'm wrong, but the Dewey Decimal System. I know it's not a thing anymore. Yeah, but like introduce other nerddoms into these nerd spaces.
If there was a way to profit off of it, I would.
I mean, you'd have to put out some money.
Yeah,
you'd have to have a product though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All you need, you got T-shirts, bro. It's right there. All you need to do is come up with something.
I wonder if I can make a Dewey Decimal funny.
You just need to come up with something, and there it is.
I'm making a note of it.
Like you got, there's no reason why
Dewey Decimal
being a nerd about a given subject can't be like profitable and tapped into these other contemporary nerd groups.
No, I agree with you though. It does feel like it's being discriminatory though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Could even like
fight the power.
No,
that's what I got to say.
No, yeah, I agree. Because I honestly like because somebody who's like touched in every group of the nerddom. Like I guess if there was like a
Venn diagram for it.
Yeah, like a Venn diagram. There's like maybe let's say like 12 joints. Like I kind of feel like I'm in like I used to be a math nerd. Technically, I'm a library nerd. Like I love Star Trek. I've enjoyed Star Wars, but not really. I play D&D, watch anime, play video games. I've played on every console. Like I've played on Xbox. Like I play all three. So it's not even like, oh, you're just an Xboxer. No, I'm a PlayStation and a computer player. And so it's like, even just off the like fandoms of like Lord of the Rings and all this other stuff, like even Harry Potter. Like I've touched on every group, as far as like these like, these different things. I've watched a lot of anime too. And it's like you don't see all the groups represented all the time. But then you also have like where Blurred is their theme is Freaknet this next year. Right?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, but
I think that's probably the best place.
Numbers.
That's probably the best place.
That's it.
to start.
Freak the numbers.
The
Hold on.
math nerd is at BlurredCon.
Yeah, I'm freaking the numbers. That's gonna be
because you basically be given a lesson, introducing people to a concept or a subject, but you tie it in a way where it's looking at whatever shit you all are interested in at the moment.
Sound like a book or some sort of information?
Well, I'm thinking more about like if you're given, I know nothing about anything, like a Pythagorean equation, you're given how that works and how they come up with that information because you're a high level math nerd.
Mm-hmm.
But then you tie in like the numbers or the letters or why the math is doing whatever based off of some storyline. So A represents Vegeta and he's trying to blah blah blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something like that. Like,
I mean, yeah, it would be a story plot.
Yeah, you just do something.
You gotta try to bring it together,
right? Because you got to make. Because if you're standing in front of people,
but that would be different though.
Yeah, if you're standing in front of people talking, like you just got to make it fascinating and interesting,
and make it where people could understand,
like tie into it and whatever. And like even the participation from the audience, if they're yelling shit out, whatever, just like, all right, we're gonna riff, we're gonna deal with that.
Just have fun with it.
Yeah, just have fun with it. And I want more nerd shit to be included in this nerd shit.
I'm about to ask my bite later on.
You gonna build it? You gonna put it together?
All right. We'll come up with some ideas. We'll spit it.
Speaking of ideas, I'm going to start with this story. It's not really a story. It's just a thing I thought of, and I thought of you when I saw it. I went to Barnes and Nobles. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before.
Oh, nice.
And up in the front, they have the new releases and the books that they're trying to get some attention on tables and stuff. And then they had a sign at one of the tables, and I've never seen this word before. And that word was romanticy. Romance and fantasy. Romanticy. And I was like, isn't that what Nygel's writing?
I think
Summer Discharge. Is that romanticy?
I think so. It would be. I mean, based on what so far what it's come up with. I have 7 chapters.
Okay.
I will actually probably need to, I'll get it over to you so you can read it. I'll probably wrap it up at like 12.
All right. So, but the thing is, I really want to do like a review of the book with people.
Yeah.
So we
I'm wrapping it up. Like I told you, I had to redo a part of it because I wanted to reintroduce another character instead of a cousin. I was going to do a local. So that's done. So now it's getting to the it's pretty much building. It's about to hit the climax, and then it's going to peter off so it could go to the sequel.
All right. So we got this romanticy novel coming, and I really want Don't Judge Me to figure out a way to have some engagement from maybe previous guests.
That's fine.
Like get them some advanced copies.
I'm gonna lock it in because I actually sent it to like a couple of my friends just to kind of give me like, hey, what are your thoughts so far? Just kind of like because they read a lot of books.
Because they're women, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, give me like some feedback. How is it like structuring? Because like in my mind, I'm like, it sounds all fucking awesome, but I'm like also like, you know, I need like at least like, is it cool or is it not? So that way I can finish it, right? And none of them have gotten back to me. So
lousy bitches.
No, that's not. It was kind of like, hey, y'all interested in reading this joint? And they were like, yeah. I was like, all right, let me get it together.
How much did you give them?
The 7 pages, the 7 chapters.
Yeah, it's a lot. You probably should just.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But it was like, look, you don't need to read it all. Just give me what you got. Even though I think it's only, well, I guess it's like 20, 25 pages, but it's still.
Friends and family never support you.
No, they don't. You don't. But
Bamas.
I'm progressive because I was like, because I remember I had that timeline. I was like, I'm working on trying to get it done because I want to get that done so that way I can try to put it out and be able to start cranking it out.
Summer Discharge coming spring 2026.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, actually, hopefully, yeah. But it definitely will come out.
If you publish it, however you're going about publishing,
I'm gonna do Amazon.
So spring.
Yeah. Because all I gotta do is put in the format. Amazon will print and ship it. I just gotta find out what the cost runs or whatever. But they have it where I guess you, based on what I was looking at, Amazon has it where you can essentially have them do the book for you. You can either pay for a membership where it's like a flat fee and you don't have to pay for each product, or they do it where you can do it based on each product and they take a portion of that.
The proceeds. So
you start off probably with the single one until you build up a volume, and then you do the group number. So it's like, oh yeah, if you pay $200 a month, you get unlimited shipping, or whatever. or you pay 10% of each book that you send out. But it's like no one's gonna. I mean, I doubt anybody's gonna buy like 2 million copies off the rip. So I would do the single copy one, so get a little bit more momentum.
So if you bought the group, you would basically get them shipped to you, and then you would ship them out.
No, Amazon ships everything out.
Oh, okay.
So, but essentially, instead of you paying like per item sold, you just pay a flat rate, and so you wouldn't be paying per item. You just pay this flat rate
in hopes that you would make your money back.
Yeah. So at that point, it's like, all right, if I'm only selling like 50 books, if they're only taking 10%, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, well that's only like $20. So then it's like, I'm technically making money. But if it's like I sell 300 books, then it's like, oh, I lost money because I should have bought the package.
Yeah,
but you can always change it if you need.
That's whack.
That's the two options that they had. I was like, okay, well, that's good to know. And then I can kind of be able to go from there.
All right.
But it's happening because, like I said, I want to wrap that up because I want to get that done so I can work on the next one. Because I have another thought. I told you the sequence, but then I also have another idea that came up in just joking around, and it's Children of the Internet instead of like Children of the Corn. It's like a horror sci-fi joint.
Okay.
So I'm cranking them out.
Okay.
Quan Mills, watch your back, bro.
Watch your front, nigga.
Yeah, that too.
Just watch yourself.
Mm-hmm. Sides too.
All of it.
Yep.
All of it. There's one thing I wanted to talk about. It's not particularly important or interesting, but it's a thing that's current in today's day and age.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to over 4 years in prison.
Yeah, I heard that yesterday. I was like, damn, that seems kind of low, to be honest.
Well, no, it seems kind of high, to be honest.
Oh, really?
He was brought up on 10 charges. He was only found guilty on one of them.
Oh, then yeah.
And that was the charge of transporting women for sex.
Oh, that is
across like state lines or something like that.
Okay, I wasn't
not even for sex, for like prostitution or something like that.
I thought it was something more serious.
He wasn't. No.
Okay.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. I could be getting the actual charge wrong, but all the serious charges he didn't. He was fine.
Oh,
not
okay.
guilty on.
Yeah, I honestly, after the baby oil, I haven't looked at anything.
He was found guilty of getting women flued out. That's what he was found guilty of.
That's crazy.
4 years.
That's even crazier. Hopefully it's time served, maybe.
No, I don't know. Let me read. A federal judge sentenced Sean Diddy Combs to 4 years and 2 months in prison Friday afternoon, telling the disgraced music mogul that his crimes were serious, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel for him. Combs has been jailed in a federal detention facility in Brooklyn, New York, since his arrest in September of last year, and was facing up to 10 years in prison for each of the 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution he was found guilty of in July, meaning Cassie and the other girl, who's 50 Cent's baby mother.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
He was convicted of transporting 2 of his former girlfriends to have sex with paid male escorts at drug-fueled nights called freak-offs or hotel nights. Judge Arun Subram, that word, ruling Friday, departed from the prosecution's 11-year sentence recommendation and the defense team's request of a lenient 14-month service. The judge said he considered the fact that Combs is a self-made artist and businessman who has inspired and lifted up communities and called his impact on the Black community and entrepreneurship, all of which was highlighted by his defense team in court on Friday, celebrated and iconic. But Subramanian also said, a history of good work cannot wash away the records in this case, which show that you abused the power and control you had over women, over the women you profess to love dearly. You abused them physically, emotionally, and psychologically, and you use that abuse to get your way. My thing is, it feels like he was sentenced for the charges he was let off for. It feels like the OJ got off for killing Nicole and Ron Goldman. Mm-hmm. But then he got found guilty of stealing his shit back when somebody broke in his house, stole his stuff.
Yeah.
And they gave him like 7-8 years or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he got that sentence because he got off.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Diddy got this sentence not because he was.
They didn't get the RICO.
They didn't get all the other shit on him. So it was like, all right, we're just gonna hit him.
We're still gonna hit him with some time.
And I don't think he should be free, but I think he should be like judged accordingly. And this doesn't feel accordingly.
No, it doesn't. I think what you've added, it doesn't. Because I thought he had more serious crimes.
Transporting women to have sex with prostitutes.
Yeah, because at that point, everyone's done that.
Everybody, maybe not prostitutes, but you've definitely transported.
A lot of them are prostitutes.
Okay. Okay. But what? It's just what? And it's not really about, and I don't think he's also been sentenced for these crimes. I think he's been sentenced for bucking the system because he went up against Diageo, and that's the liquor brand that he was doing Ciroc and everything else with. I really think he's just being penalized for thinking he was bigger than he actually was.
They're trying to get him.
They got him.
Oh yeah,
they got him.
They're sending a message.
He's the only person in this scenario though who's not a victim. Everybody else is a victim. Everybody associated with the criminal charges, other than Sean P. Diddy Combs, is a victim. But I do feel like the sentencing was unfair. I felt like the trial was unfair because they kept talking about the salacious moments, and then when it came for the aha moment, it's like, where's the evidence of a crime? Because the Kid Cudi stuff was thrown out.
Oh, okay.
Like he said, he was on the stand and he said whatever. It was thrown out because he couldn't prove it. It was just him saying it happened like this. And when he looked to talk to people about it, Kid Cudi, they all seemed to confirm that it was Diddy. But he couldn't prove that it was Diddy. So him having his car not really blown up, they just cut open the roof and threw a Molotov cocktail in there and set the inside on fire. And then broke into his house and opened his Christmas presents and shit like that. And locked his dog in the bathroom or something crazy like that. He couldn't prove it was Diddy. You know what I'm saying? It just seems, but he got to tell the story. And I'm like, why is this in court? And it was thrown out.
Yeah, because it's like, well, you have no proof. Like, you at least have like his fingerprint or like him on camera or a ring or something.
And what we had proof of, the footage of him like whooping Cassie's ass, like ragdolling her in the hotel, wasn't what he was on trial for, because it was inadmissible.
Yeah.
And it was just to paint the picture. Like, it was released when it was released to help paint the picture that he's a bad guy. We all found out he's a bad guy, but the crimes he was being accused of weren't exactly what he was a bad guy with.
Was being shown of
him being a bad guy. And it's just like, and then the baby oil, and I mean, that he's never going to live that down. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. No, crazy. Yeah. We can't ever get away from that. That is his legacy.
It'd be funny if he comes out after the 4 years and he's sponsored by Johnson & Johnson.
Probably not. Nobody's gonna touch that man because he's not worth anything at that point.
Yeah, it's
federal time, so like he got to do the full.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's time served. Maybe it's written in the article, and that was from CNN, by the way. But I don't know. He's gonna have to do the full. It ain't no getting out early off this shit. Like, there are no programs for that. It's just this federal time. You got to do it.
So 2030.
More than likely.
Yeah, ish.
Like, more than likely. But let's not forget who his homeboy is. And they're probably just going to pardon him or whatever.
Oh, probably.
Why not? But I just, when I saw the news of his sentencing, I was like, that's excessive. Like, it just.
Well, now that you gave it, yeah, it does seem
excessive. Like,
I mean, I thought everything else landed. That's why I was like, oh, it seems small. But.
Like, he's a bad guy, but not.
But at that point, I feel like the attorney that was, the prosecutor dropped the ball a little bit. They had a lot on him, I feel.
They didn't have a lot. That's the point.
I was saying, like, charges wise.
Because for the prosecuting attorney, this was his, like, I get to arrest, I get to bring Diddy up on charges. This is going to make my name. And what they charged him with, they couldn't prove.
See, that's
just, it was too trumped up, for lack of a better term. It was, like, we all know he ain't shit, but you can't prove it, which makes it hard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, why even bring the charges up then? Like, this type of high, I guess, like high, like visual type of case. Like, you gotta bring your A game. There's no like, oh well, so and so said this. Well, okay, do you have any evidence? No. Okay, well then shut the fuck up.
Hearsay and speculation.
Yeah, like that's not flying.
Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of the stories were from the perspective of the victims. Like, the victims got to speak about it. Cool, great. But then it's just hearsay and speculation.
Yeah, because
their word against his.
Yeah, and it might paint him.
He went into it and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a freaky ass nigga. I like freaky shit." So he's just talking about freaky shit right now. That's not illegal.
Yeah.
And that worked to the jury, and they were just like, "Well, it's not illegal.
Yeah,
to be a freaky ass nigga."
He didn't deny it.
And it was just like he essentially can't say he got off scot-free because he's going to do 4 years and he was found guilty, but essentially he got off scot-free.
Yeah.
He just
in the scheme of what they could have potentially gotten with if they
he was looking at 100 years or something crazy like that. Like,
and then the fact that he was rich. Now, given most of the stuff I don't know how his money's working, but like he'll come out and still be able to live comfortably.
he's still wealthy on the way out.
So like 4 years, it sucks, but he'll be fine when he gets out. And then, sure enough, he'll probably have a book and documentary or some other shit.
Yeah, I don't think he deserves to be fined because like we seen him ragdoll that woman in that hallway.
Oh no, that was
we
wild.
know who he is.
That's wild.
So I don't think he deserves like any space back in the community of just like it's Diddy, y'all. It's a Diddy. Like
no, he's not.
Just my hope for him is that he understands like he got off, even though he has to pay a penance for it. And he just lives a quiet ass life and just goes away.
I bet you he don't.
He won't because he's fucking Diddy.
He'll get out and do something crazy.
Like he's Diddy. Like he's gonna be speaking and trying to talk and give back and make a name for himself because he loves the limelight. But like I just hope he lives a quiet life and just goes away. And he's
probably not. He's probably gonna be wilding out.
I don't know about wilding, but he's gonna be visible. He's he's like he an old man. Like
because
if we talking
like 60 something,
he's gonna be 60.
That's what I'm saying. 60 something by the time we get up.
He's 60. He's going to be like 59, 60. I think he's 10 years older than me. So
okay.
He's going to be 60. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. But that was the only thing I really wanted to cut.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't have much else, man.
No, I don't think so either.
So I guess this is the end of this episode. And what episode number are we on? If you had to take a guess, what do you think we are?
213.
No, we're not at 213. This is 208.
Well, no.
We just
it wasn't crazy.
It wasn't too far off, but this is the end of episode 208 of the Don't Judge Me podcast. I'm your host, Jay Delnegro. He is Sir Nygel.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you can call us, you can email us, you can reach out to us on the Instagrams and the YouTubes. Our email address is don'tjudgepod@gmail.com, and our phone number is 202-642-9398. Do whatever you want. Have a good day. Enjoy your life. Peace out, Slims.
There goes my fucking blade. I was cutting down